Welcome back to my channel. So today, again, a project based on IoT and gesture control. So a little different idea. So the name of the project is Gesture Controlled Robotic Arm, or otherwise we can take as a robotic wheels also using ESP32-C3. That is a smaller ESP32 board, that is a mini board we call it as, and MPU6050. 6050 is a 3-axis accelerometer as well as 3-axis gyroscope. So it will also have, since it is IoT project, will drive the servo motor accordingly. We will see what happens. Okay, so we'll go to the next part to it. Simple project. So the concept is we have used a MPU6050 gyroscope, as just now we have discussed. Detects hand tilts or gesture. When you tilt your hand or gesture, do some gesturing. It can control a robotic arm or robotic wheel instead of flex or any other sensors. Gesture, that means when you move this gesture sensor up, down, left, right, it detects hand tilt. Okay, observe that hand tilt or movement and directly controls servo motor and also host it on the web dashboard. So this is our project. Then in our project, the components what we have used is ESP32-C3 Mini, MPU6050. I have used only 2 motors. We can use 4 motors also. That is SG90, which works on 5 volt. That is servo motor. We can also, as I told you, we can also operate wheels. That is robotic wheels. 4 wheels separately, or rather you can operate 2 wheels also with the help of a gesture. Then supply of 5 volts, jumper wire and breadboards. So circuit connection, I have given it here. That's very simple, 6050, how it is connected to ESP32-C3. So SDA, SCL, since we are using 6050, it works on I2C protocol. So SDA and SDA, SCL, that is clock pulse and the data pulse, has to be connected to the correct pin, that is 8 and 9. It works on 3.3 volts and ground. Whereas servo motor, you have to remember, we are connecting 2 servo, 1 and 2, which is connected to GPIO2 and GPIO3 respectively of the ESP32. And here, one important thing is you have to give separately a 5 volt supply. Please don't give supply from the ESP board. Now, how does it work? Tilt action, the forward arm up, forward arm down, left, then you have to do it right, and on one position, it will be stop position. So likewise, we can control up, down, left, and right. So I've given you a few diagrams. That is, the pin diagram is very important. Why? Because we are using ESP32-C3. So without wasting time, just we'll directly go and see how it works. We'll go to our lab for it. All right, friends, I will just start with the hardware components. Starting with the battery, this is on this thing I've used after programming this microcontroller board, that is your ESP32-C3 Mini. Okay. So this is I'm driving it with a single battery of approximately 1800 milliamps. That is 3.7 volt DC, which will give you a maximum of 4.2 volts. So that I have used it. So 2 motors I have connected to servos, the servo 1 and 2. I will just display. This is my sensor. The sensor, what I have done is I have taken a separate connection. That is, I have put it on a small because I will be taking in my hand. You imagine the sensor as a gloves. How many connections are there? There are 4 connections. That is SCL, SDA that already I have told you, and it works on 3.3 volt, which is I have taken it from my ESP board only. Okay. So first of all, what you have to do, I will tell you in this. You can see ESP32 ARN underscore ARN. So first of all, you have to connect it. So Wi-Fi, you have to connect to your ESP. So it has been connected. Okay. Now I will come down and I will come here and I will just type 192.168.4.1. All right. Now you can see, I will just try to show it to you. I have opened my web page. So what do you see? So I will just try. You can see temperature also. Please remember this IC 6050, you can use temperature also. And it is, the gesture is on the right side. Okay. So now I will just try to move this part. That is my gesture control. I am controlling from this. Let's see what happens to the motor and what happens. We'll see the motor also, motor part also. and we'll just see what happens to the other things. Okay. So now see, it has right. Okay. Now normal position, right? It is showing right only. Okay. Now I've tilt on, this is stop position. Okay. Now this is the normal position. So I will turn right. You can see another motor has started. I will try to turn it left, tilt it the other side. What it is showing. What I'm trying to show you is according to the movement, I'm controlling the motors. So imagine this as a glove and which is control. This can be fixed on the single board also, this board also, and we can operate it. So what was the idea like? You can see or you can control the same thing from here also. The buttons can be here also. So this is the IoT part, and this is your hardware. Very simple project and very, very innovative. So I thought, okay, we can add this project with another project. So that is the reason why I have made this. Please remember, we can add more servo motors. That is, we have used only 2 servos here. We can add more servo motors. That is, number of motors can be more. Now we want, if we want, we can use buzzer LED. We can add it for alert system, right? Or we can use different LEDs also. That is, if you turn left, as you have seen, turn left, turn right, and up and down. So we can use different color LEDs for indication purpose. So that also we can do. We can also connect it to different type of cloud. We can make graph formation. We can do changes in the web. That means here I can put few of the in the buttons and I can control the movement also. This is in one part. So we can do transmitter and receiver part also. We can add. So these are the few of the things which we can add or which are important for us. So again, I'm just trying to show it to you. I'm making it left. You can see one motor. Okay. Another motor. Left, right. I'm trying to do it. And same thing happens, some same changes. You will find it here also. I'll be sharing the codes for this. So this is my gesture control robot. That is, I have used what are the things we have used. I will just show you from the beginning. So these are the 4 libraries. Then Wi-Fi credential already I have given it here. It's 32, which will be given. And this is MPU variables. Then servo 1 and 2, what we have used over here. And servo, what should be the servo angle, that also we have shown it here. So simple codes, not a big thing. This is HTTP codes will be there. That is, when you get these things, you will be getting it here. So please remember, if it get cuts, then you have to log in again. Like I'll just show you. So ESP32 ARM first point, you have to log. Then you go to the page and refresh it. Now it has come. So this is the temperature also I've added it. So here you will find all temperature and all the details. All the details I've given it here. I'll be sharing the codes with you. And I hope you will like it and you can add some new ideas. My job is only to teach you or give you new ideas so that you do some hands-on work and learn something new. Thanks for watching. See you next time.